Welcome back to the opening day of the season here at the Roxy Pro, the first stop of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Carissa Moore, Tatiana Weston-Webb, and Keely Andrew taken to the lineup.
And Marks was able to get that board under the lip, almost vertical onto the backhand. Let's have a look at Carissa Moore's opening wave. There's that trademark slashing maneuver from Carissa, looking confident. You know, you always wonder how Carissa's going to come out. Sometimes she shows a bit of nerve, sometimes she doesn't. On this occasion, that first turn really shows that she's in a good place. She's got a good board under her feet, and even though this wave didn't really cooperate through the inside, that opening turn was positive signs from Carissa Moore. And inside little Marley section, well, it's starting to get a little bit better. We're seeing more waves go through there with a higher tide.
It's a dangerous draw. Back to Tatiana Weston-Webb and her start here, Potts.
Yeah, I just want to ask Courtney, I mean, Tatiana is such a powerful surfer and a tenacious competitor, isn't she?
Yeah, I find Tatiana, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with, and when she's surfing, especially on her backhand, it really suits her. And I actually said before I came into the booth that right now at the stage that is set, it's perfect for backhanders to really make a statement. In this first round with the southeast swell, you know, it's really south, so it kind of goes out to sea, and it looks like the bank's a little wide.
At this point in time, it's not really producing enough to really change the score. It's all done out the back there like Keely Andrew. Straight through the lip again. Beautiful open face carving maneuver, and then it hits that flat section. So two solid turns out the back. And as you said, Keely Andrew just looking better and better each year, finding her feet. Remember Maui a few years ago where she finally clicked, the pressure was off, she was going to qualify. It was almost like that pressure valve release, and then we really saw the real Keely Andrew come out.
You wrote the book on charging.
Yeah, watching one of those wipeouts I had, I was just like, wow. I sent it and then just had to end up wearing the lip, and I remember that moment, but it was definitely a great opportunity. It was nice having WSL really set up the stage for us, and the swell being just kind of filling in. It was mixed up and a bit tricky, but it was great to have more size and be able to finish with some waves.
Watching Carissa Moore come off a couple of big turns as we're still enjoying our time with Courtney Conlog in the booth here.
I watch that on heat replays when I'm analyzing, and I'm just like, wow, we paddled literally for 2.5 minutes. And the whole prep for that was like, I kind of snuck up on her and then like started paddling as hard as I could. And I have so much respect for Carissa.
Waiting for her return to the jersey, back to action through the rain is Tatiana Weston-Webb. Big backside whip into the flats a bit. She'll just have to chase that open face. The wave is making it very challenging just to get down the line and look for scoring potential. So that'll do it for Tati, even though she had a really beautiful start punt.
For me personally, I love when I have a heat against Carissa. She's such a strategic athlete, and when we compete, it is surfing and decision making, and we let our surfing do the talking. And then on top of that, it's like playing a bit of chess and trying to outsmart a little Art of War stuff. You know, it's fun.
Can I say one thing? Paddle battle, bells. I mean, talk us through that. That was amazing to watch.
Carissa, I've known her since, I think, since I was 8 years old. And when I was 9, we were both little Roxy athletes together. And we were little Roxy girls shooting on the South Shore at Kaiser's. The heat scores have kind of been in the average, above average range with the heat winds. And yeah, 6s seem like they're starting to be the 8s for today because the way the direction of the swell is, and it's really fading out. So you have to get the turns done out the back super quick, send it off the bottom straight to the top, and try to add a few variations. You know, the regular footers, I think it's just getting that more vertical approach right now. Just put yourself in their presence, and just small things like that will change things, or you make them make a decision where they lose priority. And it's just, you know, when you're doing that, you have to just strategize and be able to adapt to whatever they do, because a lot of these individuals have been competing too on the junior platform, and there's new stuff as well, new tricks that you can learn. And then you have a wake-up call, and you're like, all right, well, what do I need to do to execute, because I'm not getting where I want to go. And so, yeah, when I hurt my ankle, that was the start of it. And, you know, when you get injured, you could take it as a burden or an opportunity. And you could learn from it, or you could just be Debbie Downer.
That's right. Tatiana Weston-Webb still out front as we're hanging out with Courtney Conlaw, getting special insight into her career and her headspace for 2018. This injury doesn't feel as daunting, especially with bells looming around the corner, where you've proved to be in charge of that bell for consecutive seasons.
Oh.
That's got to be in the back of your mind with that precious event coming up next.
Different aspects that I think bells has taught me about my whole career, and then my injury, obviously, and then try and figure out how to manifest a win and then repeat it. So, yeah, bells is definitely a special spot, and it'd be awesome to be able to put the jersey on and try to back it up.
As we catch up with the motion of a three-time world champ, Carissa Moore. Got a quick barrel at start. Anytime you're pulling in, you're going to feel really solid coming out. Filled it up with some nice turns to the inside. Carissa now needing a 5.68 to get the lead off Tatiana Weston-Webb. Pot, you liking that?
Getting swept down the line just a little bit, but have a look at this little nugget. This one sort of didn't even break out the back, focused more on the inside, and a nice little cover up, and then some good rail work. So this is going to be Carissa's best wave, I'm guessing. 4.83 is her top score at the moment. But this is going to give her the confidence moving forward, and there's still plenty of time remaining, just under 12 minutes to go. So that's all that Carissa needs. It's just that one little thing to click. I mean, she looked good at the get-go.
More action. Keely Andrew from the Sunshine Coast.
Wow.
Setting up her first turn. Cracks it off the lip. Now some clear water to lay that down carve.
Oh.
And a little misread on the climb. She's down. Keely had the 6.10. Still counting that 1.67. Well, that'll be improving for sure with 11.25 to go.
And, you know, Carissa actually found a diamond in the rough, happened to be position proper. That kind of reminds me of Joel's and Kelly's thing.
No, I just wanted to I really wanted to be in my heat and surf the wave, because last week it's been pretty crazy to get
smart. You know, I've seen a lot of people do that in conditions like this where there's not a lot of opportunity, and when you see a wave like that of significance, you know, I think it does create you having to make a decision like that today.
Is that priority? Tatiana came away with a 2.87 for that, so Carissa definitely came out on top in that exchange.
Carissa, another one already flying down the line with a ton of momentum. Just a quick little jam there, but you can definitely feel like she's got some adrenaline after getting that barrel, getting the score and the lead with now 5 minutes to go.
You just got to let them go and just learn from them, and that's what I saw her doing. She just kept learning, regrouping, and she's up again. I see her being in rhythm right now.
Look at that.
She's really finding the nice ones.
And still running through the inside. Fading cut back. You can tell that barrel got her fired up and an automatic rhythm with now 3:30 to go. Carissa Moore looking to get herself back in the title race, being absent from it last season, but finding momentum towards the tail end down the track. Already lining up the ski, but she's got a little wedge forming on the inside. She'll float through it. She loves to throw the board out the back. Big windup and crushes the finishing move.
That was amazing, just how that to see that. I mean, you know, Bianca's been surfing incredibly well, so she's finaled here in the past. She knows how to do it. Keely Andrew up and riding.
Slips off her last wave pods. Keely will be preparing for round two along with Tatiana Weston-Webb and the three-time world champ Carissa Moore. A clutch performance on her last few waves to steal the win right at the end of the exchange.